Okay, so hi Darian and Riley. So overall with your video, it went really well, like your interview. You both did a really good job at I liked how Darian asked you questions also, to get your feedback on how you felt about the video instead of just listening to how she was feeling, to see what she could do also and to see what you could do. So with your tone of voice, it was excellent. She could hear everything you were saying. Like maybe she asked you to repeat one thing just because she wanted to know the question again. But yeah, your tone of voice was great. I spoke up clearly. Speech pattern was really good. With your speech, like everything was clearly said. Like nothing was like you were it was flowing very well. Body language was good. I gave you a 9 for that, just because you were sitting like this a lot. So maybe I felt like, because you were taking notes, but maybe like writing your notes and then kind of like coming back to opening up to her. Because Darian was very like straight on, like opened up to you, like arms crossed, like stuff like that, which was really good. So with your listening skills, hearing, I gave you a 10 because you were hearing everything she was saying.
I felt like she responded well to even my questions, and we had a conversation, and I felt like you were really listening to what I had to say and not just like like you were answering her questions back. Like she would say something and then you would give her an answer. You weren't just like, okay, yeah, taking notes. It says observing, so observing.
It's still going.
Okay. You were really good at observing everything that she was saying to you, and you were like really good with her feelings. So like how she was feeling, like asking her like,
I was just going to say that it was a good idea to ask how I was while I took the break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're still doing, okay with
and didn't ask to take a break just because she wanted to just go away and stop talking. She wanted to just give you both a break to reconnect after, which was really good. Which was a good idea to take a break, because you don't want to sit in an interview for 30 minutes and just talk.
Exactly.
You both need a break.
It's tiring.
Yeah. I actually don't know what is
encouraging.
Yeah, you were very encouraging. Like you were asking those questions, like
encouraging me to like speak more.
Yeah.
Too, about how I was feeling, and like maybe asking a question more than once just to really
like going back to asking questions. So like going back in your notes and stuff, that goes along with reminding her and like remembering the things that you both talked about, which was a really good idea, because you don't want to just write something down and then like forget about it.
Yeah.
You want to bring it back up just so they know that you were listening, and that also for Darian to maybe add some more to it or ask more questions. And your active listening, I gave you a 10 because you were really good with listening to everything Darian had to say. Do you have any questions maybe about the interview, like more about what I seen, or
what would you have done anything differently, like watching it, or like, throughout the video, was there things that stood out to you a little bit that you didn't really write about?
No, I don't think so. I think it was more just like opening up your body more and being like, instead of taking notes and looking down all the time,
making sure I'm actually
connecting with Darian and having that open body language with her.
Yeah.
But overall, it went really good. I'm glad you took that break.
Yeah.
Because both of you probably needed to just
take a
minute just to get some, like, because it is hard, and like coming up with more questions and seeing. But overall, like, it was a very good interview. Yeah. I'm going 4 minutes.
Really? Wow. I feel like for me, once, like, I was super nervous at first, but I felt like once we kind of got into it, especially after coming back from that break, it was a lot more relaxed and more comfortable. And
yeah, because like at first you were like I could see in your body language that you're kind of like, oh my gosh, like what do
I
do?
I don't know
like,
what to do.
What kind of questions am I gonna ask?
I think those feelings are even normal too because we've never conducted an interview. We've been the one, we were the interviewees, so we had to answer the questions. So I think being on the other end was a totally different.
And it's a good challenge.
And it was it's like the first time. It'll get better with practice, I'm sure. But I think you did a really good job. You made me feel really like comfortable, and it didn't feel like
you seemed like you wanted to open up and like tell her things that was going on, how you're actually feeling.
Like in other interviews I've been in like the summer and stuff.
Yeah,
it felt like I had to go in and like sit and I like just answered like yes, no, and like. Very
and not really talk about your feelings.
Way more anxious when I would get a call for an interview. I just got all like nervous, but coming in here it was like answering questions with like a friend, and like we both did the same thing, so it was super easy to just have the conversation. So it didn't feel like I was being
interviewed,
questioned.
Like
I was being questioned, but wasn't
like interrogated.
Yeah,
and it was really good though to like. All of us having the experience to do the images and then just seeing where everyone comes from and feels.
Different perspectives,
too. Yeah, definitely.
And that's why I like to hear about how you thought about it, considering, like, you did another program before this one.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool, because...
Yeah, and I like how you asked her about, like, we are both CYC workers, but you also did criminal justice and getting her... answering that on a different course and stuff and how she would do it with the law instead of just a CYC. Which was really good.
I think your questions about the video were really good too, because I think it forced me to dig deeper into how I was feeling about it and what I would do. You really made it put it in a way that if I was actually doing it, because while you were watching it. Like the images, we had to feel like that, and I really felt like I could have been the worker. It made me feel like it made it feel like a real life situation. I guess, and that was really cool.
Yeah, but the interview went really great. You were both doing answering the questions, asking the right questions,
I like how you, I was right at the beginning, actually I think you said it a couple times throughout, you're like, this isn't my experience, my childhood was different than this, but you were still able to not relate to it, but connect to it and really explain yourself. I really liked how you were able to do that.
Thanks.
What are we at?
8 minutes.
That's not bad. Is there anything else anyone wants to say?
I don't think so. Actually, I really like that you took notes, because I didn't think you were going to, and it was super nice. I seen you flip back a few times to maybe, I'm not sure if it was to find another question or to look back and see my answers.
Yeah.
And I think it was because you did bring up another question again, or one of my answers again, and I thought it was nice that you were genuinely interested in my answers, or that's what it seemed to me like.
Yeah. And also just helped her with remembering things that you said also before, so she could bring up and be like, so how are you actually feeling about this now? This is what you said, but how are you feeling?
Just taking the time to write my opinions and thoughts down.
And your feelings.
I thought it was really cool because I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really cool.
Cool. So, well, thank you.
Thank you.